I'm Brian Easterday, and welcome back to Eye of the Storm Astrology. So in today's video, I'm going to be continuing my Sun Through the Sign series, and I'll be discussing Sun when it enters the sign of Libra and what are the qualities when that happens. But before I do that, go ahead and do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and do yourself a favor and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any future videos that could be helping you turn your challenges into strengths. So what are the qualities of Sun when it enters the sign of Libra? Well, this is an interesting one. This is where the Sun is actually considered debilitated. So what does that mean? It means that this is a sign that the Sun doesn't necessarily have a lot of synastry with. But this is where the Sun is actually considered debilitated, which if you remember me talking about in my video Sun in the sign of Aries, that is its exaltation point. So there's a lot of synastry between those two. Well, here Aries is opposite of Libra. So when Sun enters Libra, it becomes debilitated. So what does that mean? Well, first off, let's talk about some qualities of Libra, and then we'll see where this dissonance kind of comes in with this placement. So Libra is a sign that is ruled by the planet Venus. It's the masculine expression of Venus, the external expression. It's associated with the element of air. It deals with like the intellect, communication, the marketplace, anything to deal with people, negotiations, any type of like communication or like human interaction, that type of thing. Libra really deals with those. It's a sign that's all about, it's symbolized by the scales. It's all about finding the balance in things. And keep in mind, balance is not just this place of stagnation or neutrality where you never go either way. Balance means being able to lean into the masculine or lean into the feminine, lean into this side of things, lean into that side of things in order to, based off of what's required at the time. So when we see the Sun coming here, what happens is it's kind of like the king entering the marketplace. So a king doesn't really want to go out into the marketplace himself and interact with people and have to negotiate and bargain. He kind of wants to just sit back and dictate things, right? So when the Sun comes here, it makes the person or the individual feel like they're always having to go out and deal with people. And because of that, the sense of self can then feel a bit trampled on. And one of the things you'll see with this placement is that, especially early on in life, these people will have trouble saying no to people. And this can continue on to later life too if they haven't learned the lesson yet. Saying no to people, putting up boundaries, overly extending themselves, that type of thing can very much be seen there. So you have to watch to like make sure you don't get into codependent relationships, things like that. Because when the Sun's debilitated, what it does is it makes the ego or the sense of self feel like kind of unseen or unheard, or it just doesn't feel as strong and as confident as it does, like say when it goes into the sign of Aries and it's very fiery. Now, what Sun in Libra will do is make a person highly intelligent, generally good at communication in the sense that they're people that are willing to look at the different side of things. They're willing to negotiate. They're going to tend to try to be like the in-between or like the neutral party, the negotiator, that type of thing. Like if they're in a friend circle, they'll be the person, if there's issues going on in the friend circle, they'll kind of be the neutral party to that. They don't necessarily want to have to rock the boat in any way or anything like that. So that's kind of like part of the lesson for them, is learning that, like, to not be scared to rock the boat. Now, how can this position be used in a healthy way, right? Well, Sun is goal-oriented, it's action-oriented, it's driven, it's independent, it's intelligent, it's fierce. And Libra it's that air quality. So it's also intelligence, it's communication, it's like pattern recognition, all of these different things, dealing with people, like being able to communicate in a healthy way. Those are all strengths of Libra. So what the sun needs to do here is to learn how to, one, have a healthy sense of self and not let others dictate how good you feel about yourself. That's an important lesson. Then once you have that, use that goal orientedness of the sun, and then take the skills of Libra and use those to achieve those goals. So use your intellect, use your communication, use your networking skills and your ability to make friends and to communicate with people and to negotiate and to make deals and to come up with like entrepreneurial ideas, all those strengths that you can see in Libra, the ability, to develop strong relationships. Use those things as a means of being able to help you achieve your goals. And I'm not saying use people or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is like being able to, if you're wanting to start a business, being good at marketing, being good at speaking, understanding people, being good at with client relations, like helping customers, helping clients in a way that's beneficial for them. Those are all great skills to have. And if you use those can help you, say, achieve your goal of having a successful business, or, whatever the goal may be. That's just an example. So like I say a lot, our strengths can be our weaknesses and our weaknesses are strengths. So with any placement, there's a higher expression and a lower expression. That's why I keep mentioning that. Learning what the strengths are and how to use them and not let those be weaknesses or have the lower expression of that placement come out. That's how we become the best version of ourselves. We create that awareness, which reveals the choice. So keep in mind, like Sun in Libra, make sure your healthy sense of self comes from within. Don't be as dependent on relationships for your sense of self. But you can also recognize that by having healthy relationships, having a strong network circle and everything, that can help support your sense of self. Just don't come at it from a codependent type of place. Like I said, use the intelligence, use the passion, the communication skills, the networking skills, and all of those, and use those to achieve whatever goal the sun, is wanting to achieve here. So, and depending on the house and aspects and conjunctions and all these other things, that's going to determine like a little bit of the flavor, which nakshatra this falls in, and the nakshatras that are in Libra are very interesting nakshatras. So that's going to wrap this video up, guys. I hope you found it valuable. If you did, do me a favor and hit that like button below, comment, let me know what you think about it. And also do yourself a favor and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any videos that could be helping you turn your challenges into strengths. If you need to contact me about booking any consultations, courses, if you want to contact me for just whatever reason it may be, you can click the link in the description below. That goes to my link tree, and that's a one-stop shop to my website, social media, all the things you need to do to be able to purchase any of my services and to follow along with all my work. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And remember, by creating more awareness, we create more opportunity to be the best version of ourselves. I appreciate you guys' support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.